right. Hey, good evening. How's everybody doing right now? Not going to worry about people's names right now. I'm not going to look at questions. We will definitely do questions tonight. What we're first going to do is we're going to sit down and we're going to discuss what we've been talking about for this past 2 weeks. Good evening. Thank you so much for the hearts with Transcending Illusions. And just so you know, when I say thank you for those hearts, when I go live, when I sit here, when I make a video, when I'm here connecting with you, my intention is true community. Honest to God, openness, love, freedom, and equality, regardless of who you are, where you are, what you believe in, what you call yourself, what you choose to do with your life. As long as you're here to embrace that freedom and equality for everyone, you are more than welcome. It's a moderated room. You can feel my intention. And when I see those hearts on the screen, I know you feel me. I know we're resonating in the same energy, and that's your way of sending it back to me. So I really appreciate that. Thank you so much for the love. So we're going to do a Q&A in a little bit, and then towards the end, we'll do a really nice transcendental meditation. And I promise, if you've never meditated before, or if you meditate all the time, you're going to love this. It's a little cold down in my room tonight, so I just had to throw one of my wraps on because I have a t-shirt on. So as we're getting settled in, last week we had our recap. That's up there for the week 1 of Transcending Illusions. And I'm sorry, I don't accept duet lives with people I don't know. If you want to do a duet live with me or have a conversation live, send me a direct message first of all so I know who you are, that we're vibrating on the same page, and I have no problem. But tonight is a special intention. This is the week 2 recap of Transcending Illusions. And what that means is everything that we've talked about this week, I'm going to kind of go over a bit and lend a little more insight into it. And if you have questions relating to what we discussed this week in Transcending Illusions, you'll be more than welcome to type them in at that point when I say, I won't scroll back and look for questions. At that point when it's the Q&A, you'll be more than welcome to type them in, and then we'll do the meditation. But this week has been really interesting. The first week we really talked about coming to terms with the false identity, even the aspects of our name, everything we associate and identify with as far as like what I'm a dad, I'm a musician, I work here, I do this. We identify with all these labels and actions and events, and we're truly just that beautiful energetic observer beyond those things. So week 1 was all about kind of coming to terms with that. Nice techniques and tools, very simple for you to think about and reflect on. Then the second week, we started talking about things beyond our world. Extraterrestrials, the government disclosure that's going on right now with the silver spheres and different objects. We talked about how it's good for you to finally be able to express these things openly. So don't inhibit yourself and hold in your experiences because of what you think somebody else might think about you or what they might say. This is your life and your journey. And we also talked about how do we come from the stars? When we look at our DNA, the double helix, and we look at the universe and the makeup of the universe, when we look at the neural network of the universe, and we look at the celestial web of the universe, and we look at the neural network of the mind, how we see these similarities as it's almost a fractal pattern, a smaller version and a smaller version. So I spoke about how the possibilities that our DNA is not just something terrestrial based from this planet. Perhaps it does come from someplace else. And then we went further than that, and we talked about the part, there's certain beliefs rising in spirituality and metaphysics within the starseed and light being community within the 5D realm. And I'm using those words so you understand what I'm talking about. I don't like to use dogmatic words, religious words, or culturally specific phrases, or even I guess when we start talking about 5D and light beings and stuff, we're talking about a very specific metaphysical belief as well. I really try and keep this very broad and general and open for everybody, no matter who you are or what you believe in. But there's a rising belief and kind of interesting thing coming to light. And in the past few years, I've personally worked with and connected with a few people with this. Now, you've heard of Akashic Records, where we can go back and we can kind of connect with this. I do something different. I don't call it Akashic Records. It's very powerful, past life regressions, and it goes anywhere from an hour and a half to about 4 hours a session. So they're very intense and very in depth. But what people have started to notice in the past few years is people who have associated with different constellations and different metaphysical beliefs have started to notice that on their bodies, listen to this, on their bodies, there are birthmark or freckle patterns or just pigment fluctuations that form constellations. And I, hand to God, for years, I've always been obsessed with the universe and space, but astrophotography and the constellations I'm very well versed in because it was something I was really into for quite some time. Even myself, on my right hip, clear as day, Cassiopeia. It's not just a line, it's even got the little like circular dots and lines connecting it. And I've worked with people and I've noticed that the Pleiades, the seven sisters, the Pleiades, is incredibly common. So when I was filming for this week and I started to talk about that, that's what was on my mind. I couldn't wait till tonight to talk about that because really with all the things that science and neuroscience and astrophysics and quantum physics are telling us, all the things that we've started to look at in ancient cultures, especially Tibetan cultures, mandala, things that depict the universe and star charts and things, we're starting to understand that we are more connected to these things than just beyond thoughts and feelings. We have these physical markings. And the association and theoretical belief behind it is these markings, these constellations are the last place which you were living before you came here. It's almost like a passport stamp, kind of, if you would think about it. And when we go within and we do the deep session internally, and we connect with those star systems, those frequencies, and you connect to that part of your celestial heritage, a lot of people have incredibly massive shifts in their perspective and their understanding of the collective and humanity as a whole. So week one was all about losing the ego, coming to terms with that, disconnecting from the thoughts and emotions, realizing we're not the thoughts and emotions or the actions and events we experience. We're just that observer, and everything we associate with, from our name to our job to our likes and dislikes, are all just based on the exterior world. They have nothing to do with that being inside, but we've been conditioned to let them dictate who we are, and it's time for you to break free from that. This second week has been about the potential and possibility, the coming to terms with the aspect that just because it's unidentified doesn't mean it's extraterrestrial. It could be interdimensional. It could be a future version of us. There are so many possibilities to stay open to. And it was really about you being honest with what you're experiencing in this world, and to start considering that you're not just a being streaming into this body created on this planet. There is more to that, more to us, and more to everything. And it goes way beyond human comprehension and way beyond just our planet, solar system, universe, galaxy, and even dimension. Now, I know we have 2 more weeks to go. 2 more weeks for Transcending Illusions, and I've got some really good stuff coming up. And the next sessions after that, no more spontaneous videos. It's all going to be good, impactful, short videos with the insight and the guidance and the tools and techniques that you need to go within, find your true voice, Believe it, listen to it, embrace it, accept it, and find your path and purpose. It's not about walking mine or anybody else's, and you are a lot more powerful than you think you are. So aside from just transcending illusions, we're going to get into unity in a insanely divided world. We're going to get into the teachings of the ascended masters in a very applicable, realistic way, not the dogmatic or spiritual path that we've been taught and twisted around by. So with that being said, if any of you have any questions about breaking free, coming to terms with, letting go of, if you've got something, otherworldly that you're comfortable sharing or you'd like to ask about, or something you're wondering about that we've done this week, this would be the time to type that in. Thank you for the heart. I absolutely love you, and it is the most beautiful thing when I see that. And I know it's just a tap on the screen. It has nothing to do with the algorithm or the likes. It really does show me that you hear me, we're resonating on that same page, and you are sending that same intention of love and gratitude back to me. Thank you so much. So right now, thank you, JP. I really appreciate that. So if there is something, I've got my glasses on. See, I can see JP like the live snowflake. Let me hit this just so it goes up. Yeah, I'm right at the bottom of the TV. I can the screen. I can see snowflake 242 and Roxana. Hi, welcome everybody. So, if any of you have a question, if there's any questions relating to what's been going on, this is a great time to type it in. And if you feel comfortable, if you're not comfortable typing it in or asking publicly, I completely understand that. You are under no obligation to do so. And in just a few minutes, we're going to have a nice short meditation. And I promise you, whether you meditate or don't, it's going to feel good. You're going to let go. You're going to feel lighter. We're going to be here in the present moment. And you're going to get to take that nice, blissful, peaceful energy with you for the rest of your night or evening, whatever it is you're doing. So, no questions? That's absolutely fantastic. To be completely honest, it's that's a great thing, because it means whatever information I try to relay, or whether or not you're taking part of it, you get it, you got it, you don't need to ask any questions. And I couldn't be more happier about that. So welcome everybody who's just joining in. I see a couple of people in. Join Lorik. If you got a question, Lorik, ask it. I'm all ears. Just go for it. There you go. So yeah, we're going to get into a meditation in a minute. So I see some people joining in. And if you're going to join in with us tonight for the meditation, you don't have to worry about a thing. You don't have to get anything specifically, do anything specifically. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, all you got to do is kind of just stop and listen to me, and I will take care of that with you tonight. All right? So the one thing I'll say to do is get comfortable. Whether you're sitting in your car or you're sitting at home on your couch, sitting on the floor. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, we'll get to some questions at the end too. So I'll take my glasses off because nobody had any questions. And again, that's a lot of times people are like, what? No questions? I think that's great. That means you got it, you understood it. So when I say get into a comfortable position, whether you're sitting up, lying down, no matter where you are, just get into a comfortable position. And if you could, keep your spine upright just for now. You're going to relax and let go a little bit. And if I take this off, you'll be able to see better with my shoulders. Just sitting up here. Nice, good posture. I do have my legs crossed. Okay, I'm sitting up on my little stool here. So keep your eyes open for now. Don't worry about anything like that. You're just listening to my voice. You're getting in a nice, comfortable position. You can fidget, you can move, you can stretch, you can scratch. Let's get through a few myths right off the bat. Even when our eyes are closed and we're in the meditation, if you have an itch on your face, if you have to move, don't sit there fighting and causing this tension going, oh God, if I itch my face, if I wiggle my butt, I blew it, I'm not meditating. If it's there and it's that bad, just simply lift your hand scratch it and put your hand back down, or shift, wiggle, move. The one thing I ask that you do is just keep your eyes closed, because when we go within, we're disconnecting the camera, so to speak. So you don't want to blast yourself with the light in the middle. It really is kind of just like taking yourself right out of the session. And the other thing is thoughts. Everybody talks about block out the thoughts. If you hear a meditation teacher use these words, force out the thoughts, block out any thoughts, run. That's not a meditation teacher. It's somebody pretending to be one, or somebody who has no idea what they're talking about. There's no such thing as blocking out your thoughts or forcing out your thoughts. We let everything be as it should be. When our eyes are closed, if there are noise in the room, the fan, my kids running upstairs, my dog's barking, we're not blocking it out. We're just simply letting it be. If a thought comes into my head, I'm not fighting it. I'm not resisting it. I simply observe it like a cloud going back by in the sky, and I come back to the technique, the anchor, whether it's something visual, whether it's an affirmation, a mantra, or whether it's just a breathing technique. And we don't resist the thoughts. We let them. That's the whole purpose. The whole purpose is to learn to become the observer of the thoughts, the memories, the moments, the actions, and the events, not the emotional victim of them. When your eyes are closed and you start thinking of that girl or that guy that broke your heart, and it starts beating real fast, normally in life you would consciously time travel to that moment. You'd see their face, you'd remember the words, you'd start resonating in that anger and feeling. Or you have an argument with somebody and you go home and, oh, I should have done this and I should have done this, and why didn't I do this, and when they said this, oh, if this, and we create it hypothetically, oh man, if somebody ever said this to me, I would do this and I would do this, and we create these vibrational emotions from other times and times that don't even exist. Think about that. But when we stop and we sit and we meditate and we start to see these events and these actions, thank you so much. Honestly, thank you so much for the hearts. Absolute love to you. When we see these actions and events, when we see these moments, when we feel them, we start to realize, holy Toledo, I'm not that heartbroken, depressed guy. That was just one moment of my life. It was one day, one relationship, one experience, 1 month, 1 year, 3 years. I'm here now. And that's the whole purpose. I'm here now. Why is now so important? The future hasn't happened yet. It's not here. The past, 2 seconds ago, 20 years ago, 10 minutes ago, it's gone. It's inaccessible. This moment, literally, physically, spiritually, scientifically, is the only thing that really exists. Right now, this moment you and I have is the only thing that truly exists. And that one's already gone, and here's a new one, and here's a new one, and here's a new one. And if you could be here, not lost in fear and anxiety of the unknown future, not trapped in thoughts and emotions of the past, generational trauma or whatever happened to you, not stuck in the exterior world wanting and needing, not roped in and lured into this bullshit version of spirituality we have every day here, where people are waving their hands and laying crystal and pretending to do things when you are the power. You woke up this morning already with everything you're looking for. You already are that. You just have to start believing that and listening and following that intuitive guidance that is talking to you inside right now, saying, he's right. He's absolutely right. And it's time you listen to and follow that thing that's beyond that noise and information. So my point being, if you got to fidget, scratch, burp, move your, I don't care. It doesn't matter. There's nobody up there looking, go, ooh, on November 3rd at 10:20 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, You fidgeted in meditation. It doesn't matter. Okay? And you can have any thought you want to have. Have all your thoughts. But become aware of two things. One, the power to come back to the place I'm guiding you to, that technique. And two, that there is a place, a real, authentic existence between the thought. And the more you spend time doing this and with me and listening to me and hanging out and following along, the more you will react, interact, and live and be from that beautiful place of stillness inside. And when we are content, it's beyond happy. It's beyond grateful. We are just, all right? So you're comfortable? Good. All right. Just relax your hands down. Don't worry about any mudras or hand positions or anything right now. Just put your hands down, sit with me, lengthen up that spine, put it in a nice position. Just bring your shoulders down. You don't want to lean forward. We don't want to rest our head all the way down like that. If you're meditating and you really start relaxing, that head thing is a really dangerous thing. My head, they say the human head is what? Between 12 and 16 pounds. This thing's got to be at least 18 pounds to 20 pounds, right? And I have 2 ruptures in my neck. So when I'm meditating and I get really deep and it's hanging like this, well, when I come out, I'm like, So what you could do is if you have a pillow or something behind you, there's nothing behind me. If you have something, you can prop your head up, you can lean yourself on a pillow, or without me having to turn sideways, it's called the neck lock. You know that little crease at the base of your head, right at your neck? If you kind of just stick your neck and chin out and slightly pick your head up, you can do the opposite. This is relaxing forward. There is a position where you can just relax with your head like that, okay? And that is 1,000 times better than this. I mean, you all do it anyway with your phone. 200 years from now, we're going to be a species that just, it's got these 90-degree necks. Okay, I'm clear, I'm good, we're straight, we're upright. Before we close our eyes, we're going to take 3 good breaths in. If you can breathe in through your nose and out through your nose, that's great. That's primarily how we're going to breathe tonight. If not, if you're congested, deviated septum, broken nose, whatever it is, look at my nose. That thing is like so crooked and stuff, broken over 9 times. So if you have trouble breathing through your nose, do a combination of the 2, breathe comfortable, just be comfortable, okay? And when I say the center of the chest, you can breathe any way you want. If I say take a deep breath into your chest, you can send the intention of the breath into your chest. If I say breathe into the third eye, the top of your head, the crown, look, draw the breath in. You could feel the breath going up. If I say breathe into the throat, you feel it going into the throat. Breathe into your feet. You could feel that, all right? So we're going to do 3 breaths right here into the center of the chest. Breathing in, taking a nice full breath. Hold that breath just for a second. Just for a second. Peaceful. Look. Resistance. Nothing. No resistance. Nothing. Now exhale. Relaxing your body and your shoulders. Good. Another breath in. Existence without effort. And any more stress and tension that you feel, just move your body on the exhale, relaxing. Okay, good. One more breath. Bring it in. And on the exhale, gently close your eyes. Take a moment. Feel that shift, that sense of disconnect. you can literally feel that shift into your inner stillness. The space we're in right now is by simply closing our eyes. This is the sacred space, your safe space. In here, no one can hurt you. Nobody can take anything away from you. In here is the truest version of you that nobody will ever really understand. Take a moment. If there are sounds in the room around you, simply let them be. If there are sensations in the body, tension, stress, simply breathe into that area and relax the body. And as I said before, if thoughts come into your mind, let them. Observe them. And when you remember, just come right back here to my voice. Your breathing is so relaxed right now. Effortless. Nice, relaxed rhythm. No expectations. No judgments. You're not controlling your breath. You're simply sitting with me with your eyes closed. In your mind's eye, I want you to think of your name. Inside, say your name to yourself. Hear yourself internally say your name. See your name spelled out in the mind's eye before you. And realize that this word has absolutely nothing to do with who you are. It's literally some label your parents gave you just so you would acknowledge their existence and listen to them. A word to associate with an identity. So with me, take a deep breath into the center of the chest. And on the exhale, I want you to just see your name begin to fade away into the mind's eye. Into that nothingness. It's getting smaller and drifting away. And you could barely see it. And it's gone. And just as easily as we let our name go, I want you to start envisioning your friends, your family, your life. I want you to see all the people who come to mind standing there looking at you. Every single person you ever knew. They're all there standing in front of you in the mind's eye. Every single one of them had an opinion, a perspective of who you were. And from a child till today, you have catered to their needs and wants, their expectations. Consciously and subconsciously, you have bent to their entire will. We've done this with everyone we've ever known, every job, every friend, every teacher. Take a deep breath into the center of the chest. And that's right. On the exhale, just see them all moving away. Bye-bye. Letting them fade away. Our name is gone. The people who have held us hostage to their expectations, loved ones and friends, enemy and everyone in between are gone. Now, I want you to see yourself standing in front of a mirror. Looking down, I want you to see your feet. Looking up at the reflection, looking at your legs, your hips, your hands, your arms, all the way up to your face. What you're wearing, what's in the room behind you, let the entire image present itself. Look at yourself. All the years, all the time, you have focused on this exterior being, this image, this face, this body, the clothes. Take a deep breath in. And on the exhale, I want you to let it go. As a matter of fact, take another deep breath in. Every thought, every moment, every experience, every word, every emotion, every feeling was only the result of an action or an event that you observed. So exhale. Let it go. Breathe in again. Whatever memories, whatever moments come to mind, just let that tension go and bring yourself back here to this beautiful, blissful, peaceful nothingness. Begin to shift your focus into the mind's eye. Looking into the depths of the mind's eye, we can see there isn't nothing. It's not simply closing our eyes and looking at the backs of our eyelids. We could see depth. We could see texture. We could see movement and shapes. We could see swirls and colors of light. The longer we look and the more attention we bring within visually to the mind's eye, we could see movement. We could see symbols and images, people and places. Take a minute with me right now. No name, no identity, no wants, no needs. And just observe the mind's eye. If you wander off in thought, that's okay. When you remember, just bring yourself back home within. Observe. Keeping your eyes closed, bring the muscles of the eyelids down tighter on the eyes, putting more pressure on the eyes, even lifting, looking up underneath the eyelids with the eye as you bring the pressure down. Hold that position for just a few seconds and let it go. Observe. Gently let go of the imagery and looking into the mind's eye. Feel this sense of stillness within. This place within you that is completely calm, beautiful and peaceful. A place without want and need. But in this space we are in is where we get to manifest and create. And right now, as you are sitting with me, empty of everything that does not serve you, even the aspects of your false identity, I want you to feel and sense within what it is you truly want in this life. Ask within, what is it I truly want in this life? Do not deny that answer. The first thing that comes to you, see it. Feel it. See how it will change your life and the lives of those around you. How you will feel to experience what you are truly here for. In this moment, you have gratitude, you have love, you have stillness. You have your path and purpose right here within you. Let it out around you. Feel that energy expanding beyond the flesh, filling the room and filling the walls, beyond the walls into the streets, out around our world and out into the universe. Your energy expands out beyond everything everywhere. Your intention with it, touching all life and everywhere. And as we take a deep breath in, we draw this in alignment with our path. Exhaling gratitude, breathing in again, drawing in our light, our path, our purpose, our truth. Exhaling that back out into the universe and taking another breath in, recycling this beautiful energy that's within us. Understanding that what we see, what we feel, what we think, what we project is the world we are living in. And we can manifest our reality by creating it from here. This space. Beyond the noise, beyond the information, beyond the mind. Deep within. Back to the observer. Take a deep breath in and lengthen the spine, keeping the eyes closed. And exhaling. Taking a deep breath in, gently wiggling the toes and the fingers. Re-engaging the body, feeling the body. One more breath in, keeping the eyes closed. Sensing how you can feel your entire body from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, the walls and air and everything in between. Exhale into this moment, keeping the eyes closed. Take a minute or two to sit in silence. Don't force your eyes open. Relax, and when you feel ready, slowly open your eyes. Thank you so much for the hearts and the love. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. So, I mean, that's how simple it is. You sit, you close your eyes, you let everything be as it should be. No expectations, no forcing, no blocking, and you just let everything naturally take its place. You do that, you strengthen your capacity to be here in the present moment and to react and interact from a place of stillness and calmness and gratitude. And I am really grateful to be here with you tonight, to share this moment with you. If you haven't caught up on Transcending Illusions, this is a great time. Thank you so much for the roses and the hearts, my friends. I really appreciate that. It's a beautiful gesture. Thank you so much. If you haven't caught up, it's the weekend. No videos on the weekend. You got Saturday and Sunday free of me, but Monday morning we kick off week 3. So it's a great time to watch the videos. Thank you so much. That's awesome. You have enough time to watch the videos. They're 1.5 to 2 minutes. I really appreciate the gifts, my friends. And you're more than welcome. You're welcome. And if any of you would like to connect, if you'd like to talk, if you'd like to chat, if you'd like to just say hello, direct message me. I respond to every single person. TikTok's a little weird. Instagram is a lot easier to communicate and connect with, and I check every message there, but I always respond. Thank you so much for the hearts, my friends. Craig, thank you for watching the room tonight. And remember, next Friday, of course, we'll be live, but I've been going live just about every day during the day for about a half an hour, just randomly jumping on. But with that being said, my friends, I'm going to let you go. Love you. Love you too, brother. You guys all have a beautiful night. Have a beautiful weekend. Go catch up. Go share the videos. Go teach the algorithm. We're not going to accept TikTok just be a shopping app. So get out there and share my videos. And my friends, I will see you all Monday. Have a beautiful evening. Thank you so much. Take care.